Hello everybody, this is Muzaffar, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a contact us form using OpenAI's ChatGPT. Alright, so if you don't know, OpenAI recently launched a new version of ChatGPT. Behind the scene, basically it is a chatbot that talks to you. You talk to it by writing a text here, and it talks back to you. And good thing about this tool is it basically generates code. So it is a chatbot which uses OpenAI's GPT-3 language model, and it has millions and millions of data models, which is why it is able to make normal conversation with you, and it is quite efficient, I would say. And again, good thing about this tool for programmers, developers, engineers is it can generate code for us, right? We can ask it to generate something, and it can generate it for us. And it works with a lot of languages like PHP, Python, Golang, and HTML, CSS, a lot of languages, even Java. I have tried with tons of languages already, and it is able to produce results. Even it works with SQL. I was able to transpile from one language to another language. I was able to create schemas. So the a lot of things you can do with this tool. So how it is able to generate code for us? Well, it is using something called Codex. It is also another tool by OpenAI, and it has also been used by GitHub's Copilot, if you know about it. So if you go to GitHub Copilot, this is AI pair programmer that GitHub has. I have already used it. It can autocomplete methods for you, so it is a lot. It has a lot of convenience you saw here, right? But this is just auto completing, right? Suggestion and auto completing directly in the editor. Like I have used it in VS Code, but in ChatGPT, it is limitless. It retains the context and generates everything based on the whole document, whole context, whatever you have been doing. So I can demo it here. After that, we can generate a contact us form, but uh, you can do a lot with this thing, right? So yeah, let's start. Okay, so before you proceed, make sure you have created an account in ChatGPT and you are already logged in, and you can see this playground here, right? So just to start from basic, so go to openai.com. If you don't know it already, then click on this try button on top. You see introducing ChatGPT research release. So click on that try button, and from there you can create an account and finally log in. Once you have done that, you will end up on this dashboard, and this basically a playground or chat area. So here we can interact with ChatGPT chatbot. So yeah, our goal is to create a contact us form. So I can do the whole thing in one shot, but let's make it more interesting by doing it step by step. And we can also see how it retains the context, right? So all right, let's start. We can ask it to generate a uh, contact us form in HTML. So it will generate it with whatever fields it thinks are good for contact us form. You can see it is already generating the name field, email, and message field. Yeah, I think these three fields are kind of usual in contact us forms, but we can, update it. And you see it is also providing quite useful information here. So yeah, we have the basic form here. Let's also ask it to add another field called phone number after email. So yeah, let's do it. Add phone number field after email. So let's see if it can do that. And you see we did not ask it where to add, right? We are just asking it add a phone number field after email. So let's see. So name is done, then email, then now is the phone number. Nice. So it has done it already. And yeah, we got the submit form. Now let's do another thing. Let's make it more interesting by asking it to convert. Uh, Wait, it is also typing some more code. Yeah, this is just for the validation, right? So yeah, we can also take this one if we want instead of the other field. So yeah, let's now make it more interesting by asking it to convert this into a bootstrap form. Bootstrap css mean I will ask it to use bootstrap instead of plain html here, so the form is better than what it will look like now, right? So yeah, let's do that. uh, Before we do that, yeah, let's also ask it to not provide a lot of detail here, right? So for us, what is important is code. I'm not looking at the a lot of details explanation generated here, right? So let's ask it from now on, don't add explanation to code. Yeah, I made a mistake from now on, right? So I think it has got it already. You see, in a start, it was writing these things here, a lot of explanation, but now I hope it will not write. But yeah, it has already regenerated the code, and you see, this time it did not give us any explanation, right? That's good. Now let's move by asking it to use Bootstrap. Use Bootstrap. So yeah, it is using Bootstrap this time, and you see it is using form group, which is a good sign, and also using form control for each field. Nice. It means if we have Bootstrap library loaded into our project, somewhere we can just copy paste this form, and it will uh, look uh, it will look like a Bootstrap form, right? So yeah, again it is adding description. We could have asked it into this step as well, but yeah, it is lesser as compared to before, right? So yeah, that's all good. Now let's ask it to send this form by post to a php script. Then we can add more things there, right? So submit submit this form to a php script. Let's see. So initially there was no action field here, so this time, all right, this is already doing it. So using the post method and submitting it to submit dash form.php script, right? So everything is looking great so far. Okay, so we got some instructions again. Yeah, but it has done the job already, and it should provide us a PHP script as well. Yeah, it does. And you see it is taking all the fields from the farm and finally emailing them. I did not ask it to email it, but it is doing the job, which is good, and that is the thing we will end up doing, because this is a contact us form, right? We can either store the data into the database, or we can send it by email to some admin of your website, right? So yeah, I think it is all good. Now let's ask it to add some validation into these fields into the PHP script. Add validation to fields in PHP script. So remember, I told you that it has the context. So this time I am asking it add validation to fields in PHP script, and it has the context of whole thing, right? The farm and the script and all the fields here, so it will directly know which fields I am talking about, whether it is uh, uh, HTML fields or it is PHP variables or whatever. Let's see what it does. So let's execute this and wait for it. So okay, so it is doing what it was supposed to do. Basically it is adding validation. So yeah, the empty is good. So it is creating an array of errors and then checking each field one by one, then appending the errors into the array of errors. Then yeah, I think it is quite a good example here. So yeah, finally if there is no error, then it just emails the form, and if there were errors, it is printing all the errors using for each loop. So yeah, I think it has done it pretty well using one language, PHP. And one good thing you can do here, like I mentioned earlier as well, is it doesn't matter now. It is PHP script, right? You can now ask it to convert this PHP script into Ruby or Python or whatever language you prefer. You will most likely end up getting correct code for that language. I have even worked with ChatGPT to produce code for Express.js, Node.js, mean a lot of languages. So yeah, I hope you got the idea, and now you know how to manipulate uh, scripts inside ChatGPT and produce some working code for you. I hope this will make your job better and make you faster in your job. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you like it, and I'll see you in next video.